grade reading book, don't worry about it. There's a PDF copy in the Google Classroom. Michael, you need to mute your microphone. Okay, where's your video? Where's the camera? Yeah, why do I not see you? Where's your camera? Turn on the camera, Michael. Okay, first graders, don't worry if you don't have the second grade book. There is an electronic version on Google Classroom. Okay, everybody's got a version in Google Classroom. Okay, thank you, Michael.
Okay, so that should be in your lap.
If you've got the second grade reading book, you're going to open up to page 122. Is the video going? Okay. Okay. Now, this week's story is going to be a little different in that it is a non-fiction text. Does anyone know what non-fiction means? What does it mean, Trayvon? It is a real story. It's not a made-up story, okay? The genre of our story this week is informational text, and it is non-fiction, meaning it is real, okay? It gives us facts about a topic. Okay, the title is called Many Kinds of Matter. We're going to learn what matter is, okay? And as we read Many Kinds of Matter, we're going to pay attention to the captions with the artwork or the photographs. We're going to read the captions to learn information. We're going to pay attention to the photographs, okay? And we're going to pay attention to how the pictures or the visuals work together to help us understand the text, okay? And before we start, I always like to go over some vocabulary words. If you've got the book, it says power words right there on the top, okay? We have a couple of power words to go over today. The first word is amount. Say amount. Amount. And the amount is how much there is of something. If you look in these three glasses, the amount of orange juice varies, doesn't it? Okay? It looks like we've got the most orange juice in this third cup here. We've got about half a glass of orange juice here. And we've got just about a fourth of a cup of orange juice here. So the amount or how much orange juice is in each cup varies. Okay, so the amount is how much there is of something. The next vocabulary word is material. Say material. 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 Material is what something is made from. Okay, this is what we call material. It's cotton fabric. And what do we use cotton fabric to make? Freya, what do we use cotton fabric to make? You might make your shirt out of cotton fabric. So the material of our clothing is usually made from fabric, okay? What it's made of. I know that our reading book, does anyone know what our reading book is made of? Does anyone know what it's made of? What's it made of, Weston? Weston, unmute, bud. What's our reading book made of? Unmute. Okay, Weston's having trouble unmuting. Colton, what's our reading book made out of?
Material.
What kind of material is our book made out of? What kind?
Paper.
It's made out of paper.
That also comes out of a tree.
That comes from a tree. Paper is made out of a tree. So the material that our reading book is made out of is paper, which comes from a tree. Very good. Okay, our next vocabulary word is space. Say space.
Space.
Space. It's an open area of place. area or a place. Okay, I have lots of space up here in front of the board. Okay, it's an open area. I have lots of space. Generally, we like to have personal space around our face, especially. You don't want to get someone coming too close. So you want space, an open area or a place. Okay, the next word is example. Say example.
Example.
Example is part of a large group of things that are alike. What is this? What's in the picture? Bananas. And a banana is a type of, or an example of what? Fruit. Okay, bananas are an example of fruit. Okay, let's go ahead and go over the rest of the vocabulary words because you might encounter them as we're reading. Okay, this word is easily. Say easily.
Easily.
Okay, something that is done easily is not very hard to do. I know that Ms. Harris said your simple addition sentences making with a sum of 10 was easy for some of you. So it was easily completed. You should do it easily. It should be finished fast. Okay? All right, the next word is forms. Say forms.
Forms.
Something with many forms has lots of different shapes. Does anyone know what this is a picture of up here? What is it, Evie?
Pasta.
It's pasta. Okay, pasta comes in many different forms. We have spaghetti noodles, we have twist noodles, we have shells down here, penne pasta, fettuccine noodles. Okay, it comes in many different forms or many different kinds or many different shapes. Okay, the next word is planet. Say planet. Planet. A planet is a large object in space that moves around a star. Does anyone know the name of our planet? What planet do we live on? Destiny, what planet do we live on? We should not be talking. It's not your turn. We live on planet Earth. Okay, and it revolves around a star. Does anyone know what star we revolve around, Trayvon? The sun. Very good. You guys are so smart. All right, Miss Rubio. The last word is tasty. Say tasty.
Tasty.
Something that is tasty is very good to eat. If I gave you a piece of pizza and we know that pizza is very tasty, what would you look like eating something tasty? Think of yourself eating that pizza. What would you look like eating that pizza? Okay. All right, so tasty is something that is good to eat. Okay, so just like every Monday and every Tuesday, you're going to take these vocabulary words this week and you're going to do spot, dot, vowel trace. Now, I'm not going to stand up here and do the lesson because guess what, friends? I posted it on Google Classroom, okay, with your assignment for today, your spot and dot assignment. So the first thing you need to do when you go to the spot and dot assignment is watch the video. Miss Stuber takes you through doing spot and dot with the first 4 vocabulary words. Actually, I think I did the first 2 and left the next 2 for you to do. And they're due Friday. Okay, you've got 4 words to spot and dot today, and you've got 4 words to spot and dot tomorrow. All of them are due on Friday. Okay? Anyone have questions about spot and dot? Are we good? Give me a thumbs up if we're good. Everybody good? Everybody's going to watch the video in Google Classroom. Aiden Stevenson, give me a thumbs up, buddy. All right. Gage, why is your camera turned off, Gage? Turn your camera back on. Leave it on. Okay. So our story is called Many Kinds of Matter. Does anyone want to take a prediction? What do you think matter is? Evie, do you want to make a prediction? What do you think matter might be?
Like kinds of stuff that you use, like liquids and solids.
Oh, she said maybe it's kinds of stuff like liquids and solids. Okay, anyone else want to make a prediction or a guess? Can you turn this just a little bit?
Can they see the chart?
There. I think that does it. Okay, do you know what good readers do? If you don't know what it is, what do we do? Read to find out. So we're on page 123. We're reading Many Kinds of Matter by Jennifer Boothroyd. Okay? Jennifer Boothroyd is the what? The author. She wrote the words in this story. Okay? As Miss Stuber's reading, we're going to work together with Miss Turnage today. So reading and writing are going to go hand in hand together. Miss Turnage, did you want to say something?
So I want to show you, I want all eyes up here. Open the book to the page you're on, leave it. You should have a sticky note. If not, I'll help you in a minute. And when we get done with this, you are going to learn how to make a tree map, which we should already know how to do it, but we're going to review it since we've been out for a long time. A tree map kind of looks, well, we call it a tree map because it got arms and we say they got the leaves. But up here, you're going to have a big piece of paper, okay? The very first thing you're going to do is you're going to draw a line at the top. Bam, that's it. You're not going to make your tree map because you might need more space than what you allow yourself. So you go line by line by line, step by step by step. And I'm going to show you today how we're going to do solids. She's going to read the chapter on solids, and we're going to do the tree map while we go along. This is organizing our facts because this is a nonfiction story, which means what?
It's real.
It's real. This is a real story. So you should not have your elbows on the table, and you should not be laying down. You should be facing this camera because this is real life science and reading. So this is worth 2 grades. So you got to get up and pay attention. We got to get into it. We had our progress reports, and now we're going into the report card. So this is important step.
All right. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is read to find out what matter is. So our tree map is going to be all about the different types of matter. Turn in your book to page 124 if you've got the 2nd grade book, okay? And follow along as Miss Stuber reads. This is matter. Matter is everywhere. Matter is anything that has mass and volume. Mass is the amount of material in an object. What did we say mass was? An amount of material in an object. Good job. Volume is the amount of space an object takes up. So what is matter? We just read, what is matter? What is matter?
An object that is full of things made of material.
Of what? Okay, so it's an object, and what does our story tell us? It has to have 2 things to be matter. What's the first thing it has to have?
Material.
Look in your book.
Oh, it's right
It
there.
does. It has to be made of material. What do we call something that's made of material? It has what? What is it?
Mass and volume.
Mass and volume. Okay? Mass and volume. The amount of material is mass. Good job. Volume is the amount of space that the object takes up. Let's look at that picture on page 24. Okay? It says trees, lakes, and people are all matter. All have mass and volume. They take up space, right? People take up space. We are matter. Okay? We take up space. We are made up of something. Okay? And just like the lake is matter, the boat is matter, the boy and his dad are matter. Okay? They take up space. They have mass and volume. Okay? Let's look at page 125. Okay? We see a picture of, it looks like someone's pouring cough medicine onto a spoon. What kind of matter do you think that is? What do you think cough medicine is? It's a what, Harper? It's a liquid, okay? Do you think all matter are liquids? Do you think all matter are liquids? No. Okay, that's one type of matter. Look at the middle picture. What's in the middle? We see rocks, don't we? Okay, what do you think those are an example of? What type of matter, Evie? A solid. Very good. So we talked about liquids and solids. Does anyone know the third type of matter that this iron might be showing? Gases. Okay, you might think, well, the iron is a solid, and it absolutely is a solid. But when you put water into it and you turn it on and it gets hot, it actually makes steam. Have you ever seen steam coming out of an iron? Okay, steam is a type of gas. Another type of gas is your breath. If you take your hand out, I know you've got your masks on, but if you take your hand out and you blow and you feel the air, you're breathing out something called carbon dioxide, and that's a type of gas too. Okay?
We're breathing all the time with our mask on.
Yes, yes. So there are three kinds of matter. The three kinds of matter are solids, liquids, and gases. Okay, and remember, they all have mass and volume. All right, if you turn the page to 126, turn over to 126, we're going to read about the first type of matter today. And as we read, Miss Turnage is going to be working on the tree map with you. Okay, we thought we'd partner up and work together.
Okay, so notice that I only wrote matter, what we're talking about, and matter has what?
Mass,
Mass and volume. Mass means it's weight, like how fat I am when I get on the scale. I'm taking up some, man, I got some mass on me, right? And then I'm taking up some space. I don't take up a whole lot of space, do we?
No.
In this room, we don't take up much space. But if we got 200 people in here, will we take up the space?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So the only thing on my tree map today is this and this first area that we're going to talk about. Notice that I didn't draw any more lines yet because you don't know how many things we're going to put on it.
Okay, we're on page 126 if you've got the book. Okay, solids. Books, rocks, and toys are all solids. Solid matter holds its own shape. Solids do not take the shape of their container.
What did you say?
What did I
Solids
just
do what first?
Take space out of the container.
Well, it holds its.
What did we just read in the book? It holds its own what? Shape.
So
Okay.
that's very important. Holds its own shape. That's important. We don't need a whole sentence, but we need what's important there. So now I'm going to underline it because I needed that much space.
Okay. Marbles, if you put marbles in a jar, they're going to fill the jar. Okay. But the marbles are still round. Here's a picture for those of you that might not have the book. Okay. Books are solids. Okay. You're not going to change the shape of the book, just like you're not going to change the shape of the marbles. Okay.
So that's important, right? Does not change its shape. Is that important?
Yes.
So I need to put it up here. Does not change shape. What does not change its shape? What does hold its own shape? Okay, let me give you an example of that real quick that we saw. Experiment time. We're gonna have experiments all week. So, do you agree that this is a solid? Right? If I chew it, is it gonna change? Can I turn it into a liquid?
Yep.
Today? Right now?
Just put it in just get fire and put it.
But right today, right now.
It can turn to not right now.
Not right now.
But
Is this a solid? You agree?
yeah.
Voila. And it said it keeps its own shape. So if I put it in this cup, do you think it's going to change its shape to fill this cup? It's still going to keep its own shape. Voila. Can you see the experiment here, y'all? Now, what about a liquid? So, this doesn't change shape, right? It's staying its own block. But look, this water's in this bottle and it's got this shape, doesn't it? It's the shape of the bottle. If I pour it in here, is it going to change shape?
Yes.
What's it going to change its shape to?
Wow.
The cup.
Very good.
So, did it? Does it look like this bottle still? Does it look like this cup now? Yes. Did they change its shape?
No.
Did they change? Nope. They're still there. They're still all holding its shape. If I pour this water into my mouth and in my belly, is it gonna change shape?
Yes.
Y'all, but I won't do it right now. Okay, so this takes the shape of its container, but a solid stays the same. If it's a book, it's a book. If it's a table, it's a table.
Okay, good. Let's look on page 127. Solids are not easy to compress. Compress means to squeeze something into a tight space. Bottles and cans are solid. It's not easy to squeeze them into the recycling bin that the boy is holding. Okay, can you see the recycling bin the boy is holding? So what's another characteristic that Miss Turnage could put on her tree map about solids? What did we just read, Dominic?
A bowl.
No. What did we just say about solids and putting them into this container? They're not easy to what? Abby?
They are not easy to change shape.
It's not easy to change their shape. What was the word that the book gave us? What was the book that the word gave? The word the book? Compress. Wow. That's like a 3-star word there. Compress. So it's not easy to fit them all into a little space. Okay? Just like in that book. Makari, sit up. Oh, goodness. Turn your book to page 128. Let's look at a couple of more solids and some important information about solids. Let me show our friends at home in case all they have is the digital book. What are we looking at here?
Miss Harris's favorite dessert.
A bowl.
Oh, we're looking at a bowl of ice cream, aren't we? Okay. And what's on the ice cream?
A cherry.
Here's a cherry. What else is on that ice cream?
Chocolate.
Chocolate syrup and sprinkles. Okay, here we go. You ready?
Hey, Harper, enough.
Are you ready? Okay, solids do not flow. You saw Miss Turnage take this bottle of water and pour it into the cup, right? That water was flowing into the cup. A solid does not flow, okay? If you look at the sprinkles, solid candies do not spread across the ice cream the way that hot fudge sauce does. That hot fudge sauce is a liquid and it will flow down and drip down across that ice cream. But when you put those sprinkles on there, they hold their shape, don't they?
Yes.
Okay, so solids do not what?
Flow.
Do not flow. Okay? What do you wonder about solids? Is there anything that you're wondering about solids? Anyone wondering anything about solids? Grayson, are you wondering something about solids? No? I thought I saw your hand up. Is anyone
Makari.
wondering?
Are you? Makari, sit up. Take the blanket off.
They need to just both of them.
Both of you.
Yeah, where's your brother? Damari, where's your brother? Oh. Oh, I see double. Okay. All right. So let's go back and recap about solids. All we're going to do is read about solids today. So your homework is going to be reading pages 124 through 128, and you're going to stop at page 128. We are only talking about solids today.
Let's back them up to 122.
Okay, page 122.
That was kind of important, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. To tell them about solids.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
page 123. 24.
This is?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
But that's the 123 is the title page.
120.
You can put 1
Okay.
yeah.
I had it written wrong on mine. Okay.
All right, so all you're going to do is read all about matter, all about what solids are, and you're going to stop. We're going to let Miss Turnage take over with her tree map.
Okay. First, I want you to put your book down a minute, and I want you to look around you without moving, without going far, and I want you to hold up a solid. I'm gonna close my eyes. Hold up a solid. Hold up a solid, and I'm ready. Okay, so I got, what do you got? Holler it out. 1, 2, 3.
A book.
Okay, we got books, we got pens, we got pencil box, we got water bottles, we got markers. What do we got on here? We got books and erase boards and what is this here? Oh, a soap container. Let's see. Jaden's got his glasses and headphones and what is that black thing?
mouse.
Destiny.
It's a mouse.
Oh, a mouse. I have my glasses on. Headphones and erase boards. What's up here?
Where's your solids at, boys?
Pencils and workbooks.
Here's Miss Harris's
Paper.
solid. My
Okay,
phone.
Gavin, you don't have a solid anywhere sitting there? I bet you do.
Damari McCart, where's your solids at?
Oh,
Find
she's got a
something.
name tag. Where's the solid? Yeah.
You're laying
Hold,
under
where's
one.
the solid? A pencil? Okay, perfect. Okay. Now,
There you go.
tonight, to go along with your reading homework, is your writing homework. Put your stuff down now. Solids can go down. Okay, listen to me about your assignment. Those of you in here, all eyes on me. All eyes on me.
Okay.
You are only going to do this. You're going to put the matter, you're going to write solids, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 key facts that we want to know about solids. And you just wait till we read about liquids and gases. It's going to look similar to this each time. We want to get it, this makes it classify, this makes it straight in our brain. Okay, so we know that solids do hold its shape. We know that solids,
Do not change shape.
they don't change shape. We know that solids do not easily, what's that word?
Compress.
What's that word?
Compress.
What's that word?
Compress.
Break it down. Compress.
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 Compress means to recycle, to squish it, like that. Was that easy? That was easy because it's really thin plastic. Would this be easy? No.
Would this be easy?
No.
No, I can't do it.
Okay? That's what compress means. And it just, does this flow? Does not flow over my ice cream. Okay, so those are the characteristics of a solid. So today when you're walking around the house, I want you to go, hey mom, this is solid. Hey mom, this is solid. Hey mom, I bet you don't know what a solid is. She'll go, shut up and go sit down. Okay, so look around for solids everywhere. Hey Sean.
Miss Turnage,
Yes,
why
ma'am.
is your solids off to the side? It's not in the center of our paper.
You know why? That's a good point. Oh, by the way, I'm going to take a picture of this today, and I'm going to put it right on
The classroom.
the Google Classroom, and you can go right to the Google Classroom and copy it. Because I want you to get the correct things down. Now, it's to the side because tomorrow, what do you think we're going to talk about next?
Liquid.
Scream at people at home, I can't hear you.
Liquid.
But we're not going to write it yet, but I need my liquids to go here. Boom, and I got to write me a whole list of liquids. But we're not do that tonight. And what do you think is going to be last? You people here, be quiet. We're going to listen to them. Ready? What's going to be last? People at home. Yeah, I heard you. Gases. Bam. But we don't want to write that yet because we haven't talked about it. We don't know anything about that yet. Okay, so we're going one thing at a time. Make sure you stay way over here like I did. And if you have trouble making this, just have your parents draw the line for you, and then you'll know to stay right there. Don't go past it, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
And don't forget, you're reading pages 123 through 128 and stopping. If you don't have the second grade book at home, it's in your Google Classroom. I put the digital copy in your Google Classroom, okay? All right.
All right. Want to do some phonics? Let's stand up.